Good day, everyone. So this is Alvin again from the Philippines, and today I am going to talk about my final prediction for Mr. World 2019. So the pageant is going to be held on the 23rd of August 2019, which is going to be tomorrow. So I am very, very excited on who will win. And to be honest, before I'm going to discuss my top 12, let me just say that this is definitely one of the strongest batch ever in male pageantry. And yesterday I was able to see some videos of many of the contestants in an interview. So I was assuming that was the final question. And this pageant just regained my trust for male pageantry simply because many of the candidates this year are very, very smart during the final question, which is somehow very unusual for male pageant. So kudos to all of the men competing this year. So whatever the result is, I just wanted to say that you all made your country very proud. You all did a very, very excellent job. And good job as well to the Mr. World organization. Amazing. Now, before I talk about my top 12, I will first mention the men who did not make it in my top 12, but I think these men could potentially spoil and get a placement in the top 12. Starting with Austria, Albert Nodale. Strong and impressive profile in the smart speaker too. And this one could potentially get a spot in the top 12. Czech Republic, Jakub Kraus. He is very, very charming, but I would prefer a more confident version of himself. He looks great, and during the interview, he started a little bit slow, but when he gained his confidence, he was unstoppable because he speaks so much and he is just very smart. Honduras, Dario Paredes, another candidate that I really love. I really love his advocacies and his work for the children. If he will make it, I will be very, very happy. India, Vishnu Menon. I am even shocked that he was not included in my personal top 12. But then again, I have a feeling that he might take the multimedia award, so that award, if ever he'll win it, will give him a spot in the top 12. Indonesia, Radit, Wahyu, another favorite of mine, but overall performance-wise, I think there are men who did better than him, but same as India, I think he could be a spoiler if he wins multimedia, another strong contender to win that category. Puerto Rico, Humberto Cotto, I like him a lot and he speaks very well, but sadly, if compared to other candidates this year, I would prefer to choose anyone from a top bet, but I would not be surprised if he will place because he certainly did very, very well. Spain, Daniel Torres, and oh my gosh, this just broke my heart because during the interview, his face is just so handsome, especially in a close-up. But he seems a little bit shy to me and performed well. But he did perform very well in other categories. And again, overall performance-wise, I will not be surprised as well if he will get a placement. And finally, Thailand, Anakin Nontiprasit, the very adorable Thailand, another contender to win multimedia, and his action during the Q&A round is just commendable and deserve an additional point. Again, another potential qualifier. And now, let's go to my final 12. Starting with my number 12, Tonga. Nikhail Henry Ahumana. He was the winner of the talent category, which gives him a fast track to the final 12. He isn't really one of my top favorites, but he is a charming man and he worked his way to get to this spot. I don't see him advancing as far as top 5 as of the moment, but I am just very glad that his efforts gave him a chance to go as far as top 12. My number 11 is Ireland, Wayne Walsh. He was the winner of the Extreme Challenge event, which also gave him a fast track to the final 12. Actually, even if he did not win the Extreme Challenge, I would still consider him as someone who could potentially pull a placement. He is smart, he has great works, and he looked amazing. For now, same as Tonga, I don't see him going as far as top 5, but if he does, I will not mind at all. My number 10 is England, Jack Heslewood. He's a very handsome man and he did proved himself in this competition that he is worthy of getting a placement. I actually see him going as far as top 5 as well, but for the win, that's something I do not see happening as of the moment. It depends on his performance on the finale. My number 9 is Canada, Alessandro. In his Mr. World journey, he truly impressed me with his life story as an autistic person. But here he is, competing to be the world's most desirable man. Plus, he looked amazing and he looked way better than I expected him to be. Aside from that, he just won my heart over during the interview round because he's just so smart and I love his delivery and conviction when he speaks. He is 9th on my list, but if he goes well and if he does well in the competition, he could even go as far as top 5, and to be honest, I can even see him winning this competition if he plays his cards right. My number 8 is Kenya, Cula Budi. He's always one of my favorites in the competition. Stunning face, great skin complexion, great body, and aside from that, he is very smart. His answer during the interview round just blew me away. He just proved that he is an impressive speaker. Now, they need to be careful with Kenya because if this man goes to the top 5, it could possibly game over because he is a strong speaker. He is a smart speaker. And if he does enters the top 5, I think he could potentially pull a victory. My number 7 is Brazil, Carlos Franco, one of the best faces in the competition. Aside from that, he just knows how to charm the audience and he knows his angles in the camera. This is already a giveaway that he will do well because he always managed to stand out in every round. Although I place him 7th, I still consider him as someone who could pull a victory as well. My number 6 is Venezuela, George Eduardo Nunez. He just surged on my list in the last minute, and I am very glad that he peaked at the right time. He was able to make it to the top 5 of Top Model, and during the interviews where the camera is very close to their face, you can definitely see how stunning he is. Plus, love the unique look which was made possible with those curly hair, and he is very smart too. Another potential top 5 placer and another potential winner in my book. Now let's go to my top 5, starting with my 5th placer, Philippines, JB Saliba. I believe he is worthy to go as far as top 5, but if for any reason he will not, I will not be surprised as well. He's got the charm, he's got the body, and he's got the face, and he is a good speaker too. However, I was just disappointed with his answer during the interview when he was asked about his advantage, because he answered that his biggest advantage is that the pageant is being held here in the Philippines. I find the answer very weak, especially if compared to many men who delivered a very strong answer. But then again, I still think he has the potentials to go as far as top 5. My number 4 is Mexico, Faugier, another heavy favorite to win the crown, and my sentimental favorites to win the title too. As what I have said before, there is a strong possibility for Mexico winning Miss World, and now Mr. World with Mexico with Faugier. He is a very good speaker, and you can really feel that he is genuine when he speaks. Plus, he looked really handsome and performed excellently in all areas of the competition. Now, my final 3, starting with my second runner-up, South Africa, Fezile Mkhize. He is also a great choice to win Mr. World. First of all, he is already a doctor, and performance-wise, he is one of the candidates this year that performed really well in all aspects. His interview is also one of the best of the night. He had some sense of humor when he said that he was amazed and he fell in love when he saw a heart for the first time. Just by listening to the way he speaks, you can immediately say that he is going to be a real front runner in the competition. Plus, he was the winner of the sports competition, which gives him an automatic placement in the top 12. My first runner-up is Lebanon, Jean-Paul Bitar. This man is just approaching perfection. It is already given that he's got the looks and he's got the body that is perfect for male competition, but what really elevated him at this spot and made me think that he could win is his interview and his overall personality and overall works as a person. He is just very, very smart, and if the judges are very critical with the final question, I think he is the most obvious choice as the best and smartest speaker, not only content-wise but delivery-wise. I will be very, very sad if he will not go or reach as far as this placement or even win, because he is just beyond amazing. And my winner for Mr. World 2019 is Dominican Republic, Alejandro Martinez. I am just so happy with him, and I am very proud to say that he is my predicted winner for Mr. World 2019. He's got a very handsome face, great body, and he walked great, and he made it in the top 5 for top model. Aside from that, he is also one of the best speakers in the competition. Profile-wise, he is working as a child psychologist, which is perfect for Mr. World organization who mostly focuses on children. Plus, he got his own non-profit organization. I will be very thrilled if he wins this competition, and he must be very proud because he represented and waved the flag of his country very, very high and very, very proudly. So this is it. This is my final prediction for Mr. World 2019. And for those some people who are waiting for me and to other prediction makers to fail, again, I am so sorry for you, but I am already open-minded to the fact that there is a possibility that my prediction will not be successful. But it's okay, because there's a lot of strong contenders in this competition. If my prediction will not be right, I don't care at all. As long as the most deserving and as the most rightful winner or contestants will win this competition. I will also be releasing my review of the Mr. World 2019 after the competition, so be sure to check that out. So again, this is my final prediction. So what do you think? Don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe, because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. So for now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.